Okay, how do you begin? With a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, regardless of what time it is. I guess a good and respectful manner to start is with hello. But if we had to look at it as hello as a seed that anybody could possibly come to and obtain. And within the hopes of planting the seed, sacrifice and effort, they might hope or have high expectations that this seed would come to grow into a beautiful plant that they will come to enjoy at harvest time. However, due to life circumstances, things don't always go that way, as we very well know. And we have come to encounter and experience these failures in life. For instance, if a seed had to grow and halfway during its growth, for some obscure reason, it just starts wilting, and within a week it just collapses and dies, and you're like standing there and you're like wondering what's going on with it. But the main fact is that, where does that leave you? I mean, you could either look at it and think, well, okay, cool, my plant has died, I'm not going to grow it yet, there's not enough time, it was too much sacrifice, it was too much effort, and this is just simply not worth it. Or you could either look at it and say, well, I came to grow it halfway. I put in so much sacrifice, I put in so much effort. I obviously learned something went wrong somewhere down the line. And there is a lesson. Somewhere in there is a lesson. And if you had to possibly just go forth, I mean, who knows, maybe not the first time around, second time around, bro, eventually you are going to grow that plant. For instance, artists will sit down, want to draw something. Emotionally, every artist could possibly come to express themselves in such a deep manner. But the whole main aspect of them expressing it on the first time round, or even on the second time round, is not always going to be a complete success. They're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different types of sketches of what they would like to express in it. But again, going around, sitting, taking time out, possibly coming back. I mean, an artist could always say, I just give up on this and just not want to draw at all, or not want to sketch at all, and not want to paint at all. But an artist could always come back. I mean, if an artist is who they are going to come back to that, and they are going to complete it. For instance, if we had to look at her line, it's obviously, if we had to, in logical case, it is the beginning of the conversation, but we can't always go and express ourselves openly with every single soul. I mean, that is just going to bring us harm in this world. I mean, this world is a cruel, nasty place, and I'm sure that we've all come to realize it, but the mere fact is, okay, fine, we have to protect ourselves, but in the same time, we are kind of limiting ourselves in the same time. I mean, just because we came and had one bad experience with one individual doesn't mean that we're going to have it time and time again with every other individual. I mean, that's just going to be limiting ourselves to this life. I mean, that's also just seemingly just also giving up on life. I mean, what happens, for instance, life? Everybody wants to have a life partner in this world. And everybody tends to go through these these circular relationships, seeking for this one individual that might bring them up. Hey, for instance, you never know, maybe there is that one random couple that has found themselves loved at the age of 16 and now married at the age of 60 and still happily together and all of that. But the mere fact is, it doesn't always work. If you had to look at the statistic rates, divorces on the increase because of stress and financials and all of that. I mean, just life is seemingly crumbling around. I mean, we've got lust left, right and center. Who actually knows the true meaning of love, if we had to look at it in that context? I'm not trying to be nasty and all that, but I mean, if we had to even just give up on that, I mean, we would all be living lonely lives. And I mean, that's the sad part, because just because we come to be single at the age of whatever age, it doesn't mean that we cannot love. I mean, there's other methods of love. I mean, there's methods of communication, there's methods of care, there's methods of compassion, understanding, kindness. I mean, these are all things that bring undone. And what if we had to give up on life, where would this world be? What in the state that it is currently facing us? That's what has basically happened, because everybody is going around, has God given up on this world? Has God given up on this world? And the mere fact is, have we given up on love? I mean, Jimi Hendrix said it once before, when the power of love overcomes the love for power, that is when the world will see change. I mean, how much more truthful could that possibly be? But if we had to look at the mere aspect of a conversation as a hello, as the start of a journey. Now we've got, let's say, 2-3 people telling us that the journey is impossible. For instance, a hike up a mountain. Oh no, you aren't fit. Oh no, it's too much time. Oh no, it's too much effort. Oh no, it's too much sacrifice. You know, it's all the mere fact is that is their opinion. And if you're going to resort your life on their opinion, then you again are enslaving yourself to their opinion, or imprisoning yourself to their opinion. I mean, if you honestly had to think about it, walking up a mountain might seem so easy just looking at it. Anybody might be able to do it, but then you are going to get those people that are going to walk up that mountain and get halfway and want to turn back and all of that. And you know, you got to look at this context. If they are approaching a mountain, a physical state mountain, on this aspect, how are they approaching everyday life? I mean, what are they coming to a certain point and saying, oh yeah, no, it's too much sacrifice, too much effort, it's too much time, I want to enjoy it now, I don't want to enjoy it in 10 years time. I'm sorry to say, but then you're not doing it for the love of it. You are doing it for a momentary happiness. You're not doing it for the love of it. You're not doing it for the betterment of life. It's, for instance, climbing up that mountain. If you are planning to go on a long journey, obviously you're going to get somebody coming along with you and saying, oh, you know, let's do this, and then you're going to go for it. They're going to get halfway and say, okay, I'm cool, I'm tired. Understandable. Everybody gets tired in this world. Everybody needs rest and whatever. So you're okay, cool, you're going to chill out and whatever. You're going to chill out, and the next morning you're going to get up and you're going to go carry on. End of the day is going to come. You're going to race. You're going to camp over for the evening, and then next morning you're going to get up and you want to go and carry on. But no, now my legs are too sore, no, now I'm too tired, or no, I can't do this. But in fact, again, if they are approaching the journey at this context, how are they approaching their lives? I mean, are you yourself approaching your life? I mean, people thrive for betterment in life, right? But the mere fact is, are you willing to go that way? Are you willing to go all the way? Are you willing to sacrifice, make the effort, and fuck the time? Like, honestly, if it takes you 5 to 10 years to get there, fuck it. And like, honestly, you are gonna enjoy it more than what other people are gonna like enjoy it in the momentary set. I mean, what are you gonna resort yourself to this expectation of, oh no, because it's too much of a battle? You know, if you want to get it, you won't give up. If you want to get it, you will make the effort for it. If you want to get it, you'll make the sacrifice it, regardless of it. I mean, people say, oh, you know, I want to get there, but people want to get there, but is the biggest ass out of all the excuses in the entire world. But is like saying, oh, you know, I want to live a life, but I'm finding a reason why I don't want to live a better life. I mean, does that make bloody damn sense? How the fuck can anybody want to live like that? I mean, surely if you want to wake up in the morning and say, okay, cool, I want to live a better life, I want bloody change in my life, who cares If people tell you it's impossible, then you bloody prove them that it's possible. If people tell you it can't be achieved, then you bloody prove them that it can be achieved. If people tell you you're wasting your time, or if your ideas are shit, then you show them that if you throw enough shit on the wall, eventually shit is gonna stick against that wall. It's as simple as that. I mean, you are giving up on your life. I mean, what the hell? Do you want a better life? Do you want a better life? I mean, the opportunity is there for you every single day. You can either make the decision to live it or to survive in it. It's as simple as that. People have been resorting to surviving in this world. Surviving. A 9-to-5 job. I mean, think about this. 80 years of your life, predetermined, average expectancy in this country is 64 years, which is quite scary, but let's say 80 years. 80 years now, let's say 18 of those years you're spending your time in school. 20 odd years you are going to be spending your time in a retirement age wanting like to chill the fuck out. So 40 years of your life, you have got something to bloody damn well do about it, other than just to fucking survive, because that is what everybody is expecting to do. That is what we have been taught to do. That is what is has been drilled into us day in and day out, and we seem to be gratified with this. That mere fact is that somebody can tell me when I can piss, somebody can tell me when I can shit, somebody tell me when I can eat, somebody tell me when I can drink, somebody must tell me when I must come into work, somebody must tell me when I must go home, somebody must tell me, oh, there's a special on, I must go to the shop now and I must buy the special because the bloody damn rate is on, or the economy is on the fucking breakdown, or unemployment is on the rise. I mean, we are hiding behind the excuses of give up. I mean, what the hell? Give up on life. That is your decision. Namaste.